Dear Max FM.
Dear Max FM with DJ Chili.
Dear Max FM. As I've said, I've heard the news that Sam and Cora got broke up. Sabi ko nga, yung nag-aapoy sa dibdib na naramdaman ko that time was under control na. Nahimasmasan ang feelings ko. That's why I decided to confess my own feelings. This time, hindi ko na palalagpasin. But before that confession, nakonsensya ako. Siguro nasaktan ng sobra ni Sam si Cora. Dahil balita ko, si Sam mismo ang nakipaghiwalay sa kanya. Ako din naman, nasaktan ko si Kan. Kasi akala ni Kan, gustong-gusto ko siya. Wala siyang alam na pinagsiselos ko lang si Sam sa kanya. And then, the actual thing, nalaman ko na lang din. Na nung nalaman ni Sam na parang gusto ko si Kan, parang tinorture pala ni Sam si Kan na hindi ko alam. Sinigurado pa ni Sam na iboboycott si Kan sa kanyang dance contest. Pati mga boys na friends ni Sam ay hindi na nakikipag-usap kay Kan. May mga ugaling ganyan pala si Sam na hindi ko alam. Si Kan naman, poor him. He was not knowing why all this was happening with him. Hindi niya naiintindihan kung bakit nangyayari yon. Kung bakit suddenly, wala nang nakikipag-usap sa kanya. Wala na ring nag-cheer sa kanya. At ang lahat ng yon, kagagawa ni Sam. I guess there is no sorry for what we did. Ginamit lang namin si Kan. Ginamit lang din ni Sam si Cora. Nang dahil sa aming mga damdaming hindi namin masabi-sabi. Kaya I decided na tapusin ang lahat by confessing my own feelings. Until the school time was over. Summer vacation started. Usually, most of the students are unhappy kasi tapos na ang klase. Ang iba naman happy kasi syempre bakasyon na. Pero isa ako sa happy kasi may mentoring session si Sam at nag-enroll naman ako. Summer session. And the first day I went to the school, as soon as I entered the school premises, my eyes started searching for him. Pero hindi ko siya makita. Naisip ko baka nasa classroom siya. Eto na ang pagkakataon, sabi ko, na magko-confess ako ng feelings ko. Hinanap ko yung bag niya. Yung bag niya na lagi niyang dala. Yung bag niya na minsan ay nilagay niya sa upuan ko. Na akala ko'y mahal niya ako. Sabi ko pa, chill lang. Chill, Angelica. Naisip ko, baka naman kasi nagpalit na siya ng bag. Kasi summer na. Hindi niya na kailangan ng malaking bag. Kaya sabi ko, chill, how long he is going to bring the same bag? He must have changed the bag. Explaining this to myself, while papunta sa assembly hall na rin, sa mismong session hall namin. Nung papunta na ako doon, papalapit ako. Napansin siguro ng isang classmate ko na hinahanap ko si Sam. Kasi talagang bahala na. Kapal na ang mukha kung makapal. E ano ngayon kung babae ako? Sabi ko sa sarili ko, kailangang matapos na tong pagtitiis namin. Kailangang matapos na ang pagdurusa ng mga ibang tao sa paligid namin. If we love each other, bakit hindi? my friend told me that hinahanap mo si Sam. Sabi ko, pansin mo. Sabi naman ni friend ko, hindi na siya makakarating. Ang balita kasi, ngayong tapos na ang klase, lilipat na daw siya ng school. Gusto kasi ng parents niya. And God knows for what damn reason, his parents decided to change his school. I wanted to sit at one place sa isang corner ng hall and I wanted to cry. Cry like hell. Hindi ko maintindihan ang feelings ko that time. Huling-huli na ba ako? Kung saan ako sobrang desidido na i-open up ang lahat ng feelings ko for him. Gusto ko na siyang yakapin. Gusto ko ding matikman ang first kiss ko with him. Pero biglang nawala. Nawala si Sam. Nung magsisimula ng session, may kapalit na si Sam as a mentor. I was reciting the prayer na inassign sa akin. Pero habang nagdadasal ako, akala ng lahat, sobrang dinibdib ko ang prayer. Was asking with my teary eyes where I went wrong, why all this happened to me. Ang hindi nila alam kasi, ang iniiyak ko habang nagdarasal ay ang pagkawala ni Sam. I wanted to end my life and what not. And somehow I console myself, and only God knows how my that day and rest all days went in the school. I kind of stopped studying na. Nawalan ako ng inspiration. Parang ayoko nang magpatuloy sa pag-aaral. And after that session, hindi na rin ako pumasok. Si Sam lang naman kasi ang dahilan. I was looking so pale that my relatives and people around me started asking my parents, ano ba daw nangyayari sa akin? Bakit daw ako maputla? Laging tulala? Parang nangingiyak-niyak. Habang kumakain, habang nagsasalita. Laging nakatingin sa malayo. And you know what's worst? May hindi ko alam saan nakatira si Sam. Nagtanong-tanong ako, pero hindi nila alam anong exact address. Basta ang sinabi, probinsya. OMG. Saan ko naman siya hagilapin? Ang laki naman ng probinsyang yun. My parents asked me many times what's wrong with me. I stopped eating. I stopped going out celebrating any festivals. And this all went for quite a long time. Hanggang patapos na ang klase, gagraduate na lang ako. Pumasok ako na parang walang gana sa school. Ayaw ng parents kong mag-stop ako. Parang napipilitan na lang akong gumising, magsuot ng uniform. Para ano pa? Tapos lagi na akong tahimik sa upuan ko. Naaalala ko yung pag-exchange ng chairs, pagtabi niya ng chair, pag-chit-chat namin, yung kilig to the bones namin. Wala nang Sam. Pero nairaos ko din hanggang gagraduate na. Hanggang one day, in school, during the break time, I was hanging around in the school campus. And what I saw? OMG. There was Sam, standing in our school campus. He pretended as if he is waiting for a few of his friends, and he had come to meet them. He stood there for quite a long time all alone. Ginigising ko pang sarili ko, sinasampal-sampal, kung nananaginip lang ba ako, or nanlalabo lang ba ang mata ko. Siya ba talaga yun? Si Sam ba talaga yun? Until I could feel the vibes that he was waiting for me to come to him and talk to him. Gosh, nakatingin din siya sa akin. But I just kept looking at him from a distant place. Hanggang nagtapos ang break time namin. Hindi ako lumapit sa kanya. I had to return to my class at nakita ko na lang, he also went away. Jean, I used to pass from our school main road daily. Sometime, I used to get some of his information through our common friends. Nakikibalita ako nung nangyayari kay Sam. Parang walang araw na hindi ko siya iniisip. Pero that very day, bakit hindi ko kayang lumapit sa kanya nung nakita ko siya? But I had this very strong feeling na that one day, he will come to me, kusa. At hindi ako ang lalapit sa kanya. Ini-imagine ko, darating siya sa bahay and will propose to me. Sabi ko pa, hindi ako matitiis ni Sam. Pupunta at pupunta yun, makikipagkita sa akin, gano'n man, katagal. But that day never came. We moved on in our lives. And our common friends lose contact na, and I never came to know about his whereabouts. Siguro nag-college na, nagtapos na. I thought one fine day he will come to me, but I guess I was not able to give him the same level of confidence that how much I love him. And so maybe he thought that I don't love him. Siguro nga, naisip niya na hindi ko siya gusto. Kasi hindi man lang ako lumapit sa kanya that day. Another na pagkakamali. Una, pinagselos ko siya. Pangalawa, hindi ako lumapit sa kanya. Gayong sobrang miss ko na siya. Well, these are all my guesses. I never know that whether he loved me or not. Was he having a real kind of love with this Cora? Or he was just making me jealous? I never came to know that whether he was looking at me most of the time in the class without me knowing, or was it just a coincidence? Or coincidence? I really don't know that this long story between him and me was real or just my imagination. Only he can tell that. Para bang hindi ako makamove on sa buhay ko hanggang hindi ko naririnig mismo sa kanya. Naminahal niya ba ako? Nagustuhan niya ba ako? Or imagination ko lang yun? Illusion ko lang yun? Now that it's 2024, years have passed down. And slowly I kind of moved on and got busy with my own career. And Jean, I got married. Already settled with a decent guy who loves me a lot. Although mine was an arranged marriage lang. Walang ligawang nangyari. Basta, pinagkaisa lang kami ng parents namin. And I was not able to love anyone after Sam. I cannot say that I don't love my husband. Yes, I do. But the feelings for Sam was priceless. No matter wherever I go, whatever I do, I feel so incomplete. Sometimes I still feel that I am standing in that school session with all those teary eyes. And time have just stopped there only. Jean, I have already a son. And I have a loving family. But I never feel happy. I guess I cannot forget Sam. And you know what? I came to know that he is married now. Sobrang sakit. Para bang lahat ng clouds naipon, sinakal ako hanggang hindi na ako makahinga. A big cloud have busted on me. Although I am married, but I'm not able to bear the pain of him getting married. And I still wanted to cry a lot. Siguro nga nabalitaan din niyang kasal na ako. May asawa na ako. So ano pa nga bang magagawa din niya? Kahit magkukonfess pa siya ng feelings niya, edi magpakasal na rin siya. Yun ay nang nasa isip ko na din naman. Mga rason para ma-justify lang ang feelings ko. Mabawasan man lang kahit papano. If somehow ask me, what is your last wish? I will say that somehow, sana mabasa niyo mga post ko. Sana marinig niya ang kwento ko about him. Sana malaman man lang niya na, hey, I know who this anonymous girl. Kilala ko tong Angelica na to. Ako to si Sam. Sana masabi man lang niya yun. And if that happens, I can at least die in peace. I just feel na one day mapapakinggan niya ang story ko. And then, will get back to me. Magchat-chat sa akin one day. Hoping pa rin ako, diba? Napaka-desperada ko na, no? And the super strange thing, ridiculous thing, na nalaman ko, ang pinakasalan niya ay best friend pala ni Cora. Nakuha ko ang number niya. And I know na kung saan ang whereabouts niya. Kung saan siya nakatira, kung saan siya nagtatrabaho. But I don't have guts to talk to him. Like after all these years, how can I talk to him? I wish he would stay happy with his family. And my intentions are no way to get him in my life, or break his family, or to distract him. Wala naman akong intensyon na ganun. Even I cannot do that with my family. What is my husband and my son's fault in all this? Wala silang kasalanan. I have compromised that in my next birth, sana ipanganak ako uli. Mag-reincarnate, and I will sure meet him, and will live happily ever after. Reincarnation, whatever that is. So this was the secret of my life. My intention to write all this is that someday he will sure listen to this story and will contact me. Hey Sam, if you are listening right now and still feel shy or awkward to talk to me, bigyan mo ako ng signal at magbibigay din ako ng signal. Chin until here. No more part 4 for my story. I guess I really have to move on. Move on daw ang tagal na Thank you for reading my story and for listening. Lubos na gumagalang ang inyong kamaks, Angelica. Sing like no one is listening. Love like you've never been hurt. Dance like nobody is watching. And live like it is heaven on earth. Dear Max FM.
Dear Max FM with DJ Chini. Samahan si DJ Chini tuwing 1:00 hanggang 3:00 ng hapon, Lunes hanggang Biyernes sa Dear Max FM. Dear Max FM with DJ Chini. Ipadala na ang sarili niyong kwento, matuto ng leksyon at gawin itong inspirasyon. Dear Max FM with DJ Chini.